Coffee's fantastic. Every single morning, I drink a cup of black coffee. Every single morning. Maybe not every single morning. I'm not addicted to coffee, but I do enjoy it in the mornings. But I'm also very careful with the type of coffee that I drink. I don't just drink any kind of coffee. I always make sure I'm getting organic coffee, something that is maybe done in smaller batches, not as intensely factory processed. And there's a few reasons for that. Coffee is something that you're drinking, or at least most people will probably drink every day. It's not like something they drink once in a while, which means that whatever you're putting in your coffee, you're going to be accumulating in your body. So it's very important with coffee to avoid harmful substances like pesticides, unfiltered tap water, mycotoxins from mold. You want to make sure you're storing your coffees properly. If you're drinking coffee every single day, then you want to make sure that you're avoiding as many toxins as possible because they do accumulate over time. I only buy organic coffee. I only buy coffee where I know where it came from. I store it in, you can't see it because it's over there, but I store it in a stainless steel, I guess it's vacuum sealed or something, I don't know. I store it in something that is appropriate for storing coffee, and I grind it every morning. I don't buy the pre-ground stuff. I grind it every morning, and I brew it in a French press, stainless steel French press. That way I'm avoiding microplastics, and however the machines work, I don't know. I think it's very important the way that you drink coffee because, like I said, it's something that you drink every single day. So why would you want to poison yourself every single day? Does that mean coffee is bad for you? It's a yes and no type of question. There's a lot of amazing benefits to drinking coffee. Coffee is anti-aging. It's good for longevity. It's good for your mental clarity. It gives you energy. So there's tons of, and it's natural. It comes from the earth. Coffee is not something to be afraid of. It's not something that's bad for you, but you can make it bad for you. All right, that's just how we live in our modern day world. There's all these great things out there, but humans have found a way to turn them bad and against your health. So I'm going to teach you how to not do anything harmful to your health with coffee, and how to just enjoy it in its natural form. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you're buying organic coffee. Just get organic coffee. Yeah, it costs a little bit more, but you know what really costs a lot of money? Frequent visits to the ER. That's expensive. So get yourself organic coffee. Second thing you can do is make sure you're getting whole beans, not anything that's pre-ground. The less processing that a factory has to do, the less heavy metals you're going to find in it, the less microplastics you're going to find in it, the less mold you're going to find in it. So you want to make sure that if you're going to be drinking coffee on the regular, that you're grounding it at your home or wherever you live with a coffee grinder. All right, that's how you're going to ensure that the quality is just that much better. And also, it's going to taste better too. I reckon it's going to taste better. The third thing that you want to do is you want to drink coffee black. You don't want to add a lot of sugar to your coffee. If you do need a little bit of a sweetener, I would recommend honey. People will say honey, oh, it's sugar, it's bad for you. No, it's not. Honey is excellent. Honey is going to make you live longer. If you are what you eat and honey lasts forever, then you will also last forever. That is not, do not take that as medical advice. But no, honey it's a super powerful antioxidant. It's been used traditionally in healing for many of centuries. Bees eat it 24/7. In fact, they only survive off of honey, a lot of them. Just add honey. Just add honey. If you need a little sweetener, add honey. Do not put artificial sweeteners in your coffee. Oh my gosh. Don't put any artificial sweeteners in your coffee. Don't even add like stevia, stuff like this. Just put honey. If you need your coffee to be sweet, just put honey in it. There's nothing else you need to put in the coffee for sweetener. All right, but especially avoid the artificial sweeteners. They are literally neurotoxins for your brain. They will kill you faster. They will ruin your cognitive function. They will make you more anxious. They will make you more depressed. You really need to avoid artificial sweeteners starting today. You want to avoid those weird syrups. I don't even know what they put in the syrup. If they have to put the word syrup on it, it shouldn't go in your coffee. Just avoid the artificially flavored, the artificially sweetened syrups, man. Just drink black coffee. If you need a little bit of milk in your coffee, I would recommend raw milk. What's crazy about raw milk is that it's easier to buy fentanyl off the street than it is to buy raw milk in most states. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm somebody who traditionally doesn't drink milk, but when I drink raw milk, it's fine. And with raw milk, I'm not saying you go get it straight from the cow. I mean, you do. I mean, when I get raw milk, I literally go to the farm and they milk it right in front of me. But I understand that's not possible for everybody. But with the raw milk, you're still pasteurizing it at home, but you're doing it over low heat. You're doing low heat pasteurization. You're not radiating it. You're not ruining the protein structures of the milk and killing all the enzymes that help you digest it. You're preserving all of the nutrients in the milk. So if you need a little bit of milk in your coffee, I would recommend raw milk. Or if you can't get raw milk, which I understand, it is very difficult in the US in a majority of states, unless you live like in South Carolina, then try to find some, hormone-free, antibiotic-free, grass-fed, low heat pasteurized milk. That's probably the best you're gonna find, and that's probably the only milk I would, if you're gonna drink milk, that I would recommend drinking. You want to avoid anything that's ultra pasteurized or radiated because they've literally zapped all the nutrients out of it. So raw milk for the coffee, if needed. Some people put butter in your coffee. You can totally add butter. I personally have never experimented with butter in my coffee. I'm just not sure if I would like it, but some people do, and that's okay. Butter is healthy for you. So for sweetener, add honey. For a creamy flavor, add raw milk if possible, or low heat pasteurized milk. And brew it yourself in a French press, or I don't know what they're called, but the Turkish people, they have a way of brewing coffee, but they use I think it's typically a brass or copper kettle of sorts. That's totally acceptable. What you want to avoid are weird machines that will expose your coffee to absorbent amounts of microplastics and heavy metals or aluminum or stuff like that. Just a steel French press is really all you need. It's not that hard to use. It takes literally 4 minutes. Or just brew it in some other acceptable method. Don't need to be using weird machines. You want to avoid pre-made coffees because we don't know how they're pre-made. Like, unless you're on the factory line looking at everything they're putting in there and where they're sourcing it from, you want to avoid it. Plus, the pre-made coffees are more expensive. Can we all agree on that? It's much cheaper to buy a bag of beans and grind your own coffee, and it really doesn't take that much time. It's an enjoyable process, and that way you're ensuring quality. So one thing that I really love about coffee, besides from giving you energy, a great way to start your morning, good tasting beverage, is that it actually reduces glycation in the body. So if you've seen my previous videos, you know that glycation is that process where sugars are reacting with fats and proteins, creating oxidative stress in your body, accelerating aging, accelerating chronic disease. You want to avoid glycation. Coffee actually has natural compounds in it that are reducing glycation, that are inhibiting glycation, that are inhibiting age formation in your body. So coffee is a longevity supplement. When you read the research and really think about it, it's great for longevity. So that's why I drink it every morning. There are some people who drink a lot of coffee. To each their own. I usually only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, at most 2. If I drink any more than that, it's just for fun. It is not because there's any more benefits to drinking more than that. But everything is good in moderation. Everything is good in its whole natural state, or as close to the natural state as you can get it. So just don't go overboard with your coffee. If you're going to Starbucks every morning and you're ordering whatever crazy menu item they have on there, you're poisoning yourself. And if there's anything I want to get across to you guys, is that you don't want to poison yourself. You need to have the mental discipline to not willfully poison yourself, because you're literally feeding money to a corporation so that they can just continue to poison you. It's doesn't make any sense to me. Makes no sense. In the words of NBA. But otherwise, I really enjoy coffee. I don't think there's any negative benefits to it. I don't think anyone who tells you coffee's bad for you, it can be bad for you. But if you do it the way I'm telling you, it's going to be very beneficial for you. And if you're somebody who doesn't want to drink coffee, then you don't need to drink coffee. That's the beauty of the world we live in, is that you don't need to drink coffee to be any healthier. But if you do drink coffee, there are health benefits to it. It's not gonna hurt you to not drink it, and it's certainly not gonna hurt you to drink it either. It's just everyone's different. Everyone has a different level of where they like to be. Everyone has a different level of, or a different being of homeostasis. My homeostasis is different from your homeostasis, and once we all find where our body likes to be, you're gonna allow yourself to heal. So I hope this video was helpful to you in your coffee endeavors. Enjoy your coffee, and if you don't like coffee, then enjoy your other drinks. There's plenty of good things to choose from. Tea is phenomenal. Maybe we'll talk about that in the next video. Alrighty, peace, y'all.